What's up, legends, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm out riding the Hyper. I was going to do a demo and an install of the Öhlins steering dampener, but I thought, hey, there's plenty of those on the internet, you can find that yourself. So I thought, let's go out. We've already installed it, as you can see, beautiful. Yeah, so I thought I'd go out, let's give it a whirl, see what it's like before and after. Certainly I'm feeling that it's a little bit different, which is good. So a couple of things, we got a whole bunch of parts which arrived for the Hyper in the last few days. They all got held up in customs and stuff. So yeah, they've all just arrived. Some new custom carbon parts, and also some other bits and pieces, just some Evotech stuff. I've got that Evotech tail tidy as well, which is sitting there waiting to be put together. I haven't decided whether I'm going to put it on or not, to be truthful, because I haven't decided on the exhaust yet, and that's going to make a big problem if I go to try and install it, particularly if I choose the SC. If we go down the SC route, then yeah, that tail tidy will not work. So I'm going to have to just look at that a little bit more closely and see what we can do, because I don't want to go installing that only to have to take it all apart again when the exhaust finally arrives, or when I decide which exhaust I'm going with. So I haven't decided that either. She still sounds good anyway, so I'm kind of happy with the noise that she's making at the moment. Even though those stock ones are a bit ugly, the noise still sounds good, which is good. But yeah, it's certainly, I'm finding that this Öhlins steering dampener, I think I've got it set up correctly. I'm just going to have to fine tune it a little bit, I reckon. So just to give it a little bit more of a couple of little tweaks. There's some instructions that come with it in terms of setting it up. They give you a couple of guidelines about the best ways to do that as well. And perhaps I'll show you at the end of the video what they recommend in the brochure. But I figured take it to the suspension specialists, get them to sort it out, and yeah, in the meantime just ride it and enjoy. So it's looking pretty good at the moment. I'm pretty stoked with it. I installed a new carbon heat shield on the exhaust. That was really simple. And then I've got a new rear hugger in carbon as well. But I think, and somebody may be able to correct me here, but I have a funny feeling I have to take the wheel off to do that. I'm not 100% sure how that's going to go. It seems like getting to those bolts, particularly on the outside, inside the fairing here, is going to be a little bit of a challenge. So the rear wheel may have to come off to install that. But yeah, it looks sick though. CNC Racing Carbon, oh, I'll tell you what, they've done a really good job with that carbon stuff. It looks amazing. I'll give you a look of some of it as well. I did actually, you can check out the Insta, because on Insta I actually took some photos. It was still in the plastic, but I'll show you guys what the heat shield looks like. That was really easy to install. I'll tell you what, for somebody non-mechanically minded like myself, doing stuff like that is very rewarding. 2 bolts, easy. It's awesome. But let's give this a bit of a fang. Yeah, certainly the steering dampener, when it comes up, when that wheel comes up a little bit, you can certainly notice the difference. It's not so flighty anymore, which is nice. So even when not just with me, not even changing the settings on it yet. So that's good. That's really good. Bit of water on the road, that sucks. So also looking at some mirrors at the moment, not sure which ones to go with. If anyone's got any suggestions, I wouldn't mind getting some little bar ends of some sort. I think that'd look really cool, but I haven't decided which ones. I also got a Anderson stand for the garage. which are wicked, great stands, such good quality, Aussie made, which is really, really nice. But I have to say, when you are taking the bike down from the stand, be careful. I nearly had a topple, and I'm not sure if that's just because this bike's so top heavy, you know, just in terms of how it sits. But yeah, when you bring it down off the stand, she doesn't like it. So it's almost like a two-man job, I have to say. Anyway, but yeah, top notch. Look, really good quality stands. I got the 6 directional stand, 6S I think they call it, which looks amazing and very functional. You can wheel it around in the garage and stuff. It's pretty cool. I really like it. Anyway, so that's that. Come down here, look at the city. How nice is that? Cracking view down here. So I'll give you a bit of a quick walk around. So, Öhlins steering dampener, really easy, bunch of bolts, pretty simple to do. 2 bolts here, 2 bolts here, 1 bolt there. It's anybody can do it. If I can do it, anyone can do it. So this is a CNC Racing Carbon that I just got, the new heat shield, which is excellent. So yeah, so as I was saying, this new hugger's going on, so I'm getting rid of this. There'll be a new one coming. So just getting into these bolts here, it's a bit of a pest. I'm not sure how that's going to go in there and on the other side. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Perhaps this might have to come off, and maybe even that too. But if anybody's got any suggestions, let me know in the comments, please. But yeah, it's looking good. Slowly, bits and pieces getting done, which is mad. And look at that view, unreal. Welcome to Sydney. It's not a bad view for lockdown, right? It's pretty good, lovely. So there you go. Yeah, so steering dampener, feeling really good. You do notice a difference. Definitely I'm noticing a difference in how that's behaving, how the front end's behaving. It's not quite as light when you get it up on one wheel. Not that we're doing that on the street, but you do notice that it's much more stable, which is fantastic. So yeah, thumbs up for the Öhlins steering dampener. I really think that's very cool. There's a bunch more stuff that I'm doing for this bike. I've got a few new bikes that we're going to be riding to. The new MT-09, which is going to be an exciting one. It'll either be the MT-09 or the MT-09 SP. Hopefully it's the SP. That will be a mad bike. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to ride that in the next couple of weeks. And likewise, the KTM 890 Duke, which will be mad. I'm really looking forward to riding that. That'll be a really good comp actually for this, just in terms of what that's like and how it stacks up against the Hyper. So I'm really looking forward to those couple of reviews. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll be done in the next couple of weeks, and we can get some more content for you guys on the channel, which will be great. So please like and subscribe, and I really appreciate your support. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Cheers, guys.